how's it going? I'm Captain Mediocrity, and I'm going to talk about the 2014 Royal Rumble. Just sort of my prediction on who's going to turn up as a surprise appearance, I guess. I was going through some interesting predictions, and I've seen some crazy things like Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back, which isn't going to happen. I've heard that Roman Reigns is going to win the Rumble, which I doubt is going to happen. I've heard that Kevin Nash is going to win the Rumble. It's not going to happen. But I'm going to talk about, I think, 10 wrestlers that I think may or may not come back, and well, I think they will.
Come on! You know I got you! Yeah! One! Break the one!
I know it's kind of a cheat to have two people in the same entry, but I do, as these two are in the same sort of situation where they're sort of working 3 months and having like a 3-month break, then it's okay to count them together. Neither of these two are going to win it, and I think whilst they're on these contracts where they get to take breaks, they're not going to be winning anything. They're just kind of there to sort of put people over, but I think both will probably return at the Rumble. I think Brock Lesnar's another obvious choice. We haven't seen him since SummerSlam, but him coming back and maybe even winning the Rumble, it'd give Heyman more screen time, which is always good. And you know, Lesnar's not a bad wrestler, and he is still in contract with WWE, so I think he will be there.
1, 2, you hear the clock ticking. Tick tock. You about to stop living. Tick tock. I want you to.
I also think this Rumble could see the return of MVP Montavious Porter, one of my least favourite wrestlers. I find him to be so fucking boring in the ring, and his finisher was retarded. But I do know that he's out of contract with New Japan, and as a free agent, it'd probably be a good signing for the WWE right now. But I don't see him winning it. In fact, I see him just sticking in the mid-card if he does come back at all.
Now listen.
John Morrison. At one stage, I did genuinely think that John Morrison would be the world champion in WWE. It didn't happen for various reasons, but I was sad to see him leave because he was genuinely good. He was one of my favourites. And I can see him coming back. Maybe not this year, but I hope that we see John Morrison as a top superstar in the WWE. This one's actually been kind of ruined because they've already announced that Batista will be back after the Royal Rumble. But I could see him being at the Rumble. Although I think now, looking at it, I don't think he'll actually be in the Rumble. I think he will squash someone at the Rumble event. His MMA career did not work out at all. I think he had one fight, which he won, but I don't know what's happened with that. And I'm not really sure if I'd like to see Batista back. He was okay, but I was kind of bored of him at the top. It's kind of the same with Cena and Orton, where they've been there so long, but I'm just done with them. But maybe him coming back will give him a new lease of life, and we'll see something cool come out of it, like Cena being killed.
It's me, it's DDP.
Yeah, DDP. I can see him coming back just as an advert for his yoga stuff. His yoga system's helping people like RVD and Chris Jericho prolong their careers, and he could basically come back and advertise it. I'm sure the WWE wouldn't mind him being there. He's well loved by the fans enough, so I think there's actually a good chance we could see DDP at the Rumble. No chance of winning it, he'll just get eliminated. He is officially retired, so it would just be a case of like, oh my god, it's DDP, it's awesome. Oh my god, fucking Perry Saturn. He's had an interesting life. He got shot, got addicted to painkillers and was made homeless, and kind of just disappeared for a few years. But he's come back and has started wrestling again, and it'd be cool to see him return. I don't know if they do it or not, but I hope they will. He won't win it. He might actually make a return to WWE TV as well, even if it's only for a year or two. It'd be great to see him back, as long as he doesn't have the fucking mop. I will admit this one's a bit of a long shot. Ken Shamrock is no man, but he has made noise about coming back to the WWE, and he has recently started wrestling again in Costa Rica. The only thing really scuppering his chances are that he's being investigated for assault, and I don't think the WWE wants to have anything to do with that. Although they have had people like Mike Tyson, who was a convicted rapist and stuff before, so it might not stop them. But until that's cleared up, I don't think we'll see him, if we ever see him again at all. So I haven't got my hopes up, but if Ken Shamrock comes back, awesome. Yes, Santa Claus himself, Bill Goldberg. I would love to see him win the Rumble, because the idea of like Goldberg versus Cena at WrestleMania with neither of them selling anything is just hilarious. I don't think it's going to happen, although I don't think he's got much on at the time, so you never know. But if this happens, I will eat something. Get ready to fly! This is probably insane, but AJ Styles is out of contract with TNA. The WWE would be idiots not to sign him. Think of all the dream matches you could have, finally. He was a top star in TNA, doesn't mean he'd be a top star in the WWE. He is small. But who doesn't want to see AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan? I don't think they're going to sign him in time for the Rumble, but hopefully in the future we'll see AJ Styles. So that's my top 10. Who do I think is going to win the Rumble? I have no idea. I think it'll be someone predictable like Daniel Bryan or John Cena, but you can never tell. And the most exciting thing about the Rumble nowadays is who's going to show up for it. I haven't been watching wrestling for the last 2 or 3 weeks because we can no longer afford the TV channels. So actually I've been missing out and just been like reading recaps and stuff. So hopefully I'll get to watch the Rumble, but I'm not sure if I will. But whatever, I'll still look forward to it. And I hope you all do too. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, see you soon. Get ready to fly!